Welcome. Today we will discuss DC drives. So DC drives is classified into two categories. One is phase controlled converter fed DC drive. Other one is chopper controlled DC drives. Phase controlled converter fed DC drive, it is again classified into single phase or three phase or any number of say multi phase. Three phase comes under multi phase category, but single phase and three phase are standard one, multi phase converters are specially built. So today we will start discussing phase control converter fed DC drive. So first we will discuss performance parameters for comparing the merits. So performance parameters, it can be motor performance parameters or supply performance parameters. In the motor performance parameter, first one is speed versus torque characteristics. This is also a performance figure. It gives speed versus torque characteristics, gives the speed regulation. That is why it is important. Second one is nature of motor current. That means continuous or discontinuous. It decides dynamic behavior, or you can say transient response. Then another one is average motor current, I average. So as torque is proportional to product of current and flux. So average motor current gives the average value of torque, that means it gives the torque, decides the torque. Then another one is RMS motor current. The I square R losses in the machine, that will depend upon the square of the instantaneous current, and when you take average value of the loss, you take average value of the square. So it is the proportional to RMS square of the RMS current. So RMS motor current gives the copper losses or heating in the machine. Then another one is peak motor current, decides the commutation, because at the time of commutation current changes from the positive value to negative value, current undergoes a sudden change. So due to that there is sparking occurs. So if peak value of the motor current is large, so transition of the current during the commutation will be large, so sparking will be more. So peak motor current decides the commutation, how good or bad it is. So these are the main 5 performance parameters for motor. Next we will go to supply performance parameters. So supply is AC and output is DC. So in phase control converters, AC to DC converters are used. So we are involved now, we want to discuss AC to DC converter performance parameters. So first performance parameter, average or DC value of output voltage VDC and output current IDC. This is the average or DC value of voltage and current. Then RMS value of output voltage which is Vrms and output current. RMS value of output ripple. The output is supposed to be DC, but because it is obtained from AC, it has a DC component with an AC component. So RMS value of the AC component of output, that is the ripple. AC component in the output is known as ripple, where the desired is DC. So RMS value of AC is VAC, that is Vrms square minus Vdc square root over. This is the RMS value of the AC component or the ripple component. The next one is form factor. This is very common, all of you know form factor. So it is the ratio of the RMS value to DC value. If it is voltage, it is form factor for the voltage, or for RMS value of the current to DC value of the current, it is the form factor for the current. Then another one is ripple factor. It is RMS value of AC component divided by RMS value, divided by DC component. I mean average value of the DC component. This DC and AC components refer to voltage or current. RMS value of the AC component is VAC and RMS value of the DC component is VDC. So VAC is Vrms square minus Vdc square root over divided by Vdc. So you can write this is Vrms divided by Vdc square minus 1. So you can write, because Vrms by Vdc is the form factor, it is the square of the form factor minus 1 root over, it is the ripple factor. Then we will discuss the power factors like displacement factor, distortion factor and power factor. So for that we will go to waveform of a single phase full converter. Let us typical waveform we will discuss. It is applicable, theory is applicable to all waveform of a single phase full converter. So the supply voltage is sinusoidal because normally the utility voltage is balanced. This is the supply voltage Vs. We assume the load current to be DC, so that supply current is a square wave as I have drawn. So that is, so we assume this is the load current IL, load current IL, which is DC we assume. Now when thyristor T1, T2 conduct, current, supply current is plus IL. When 3 and 4 conduct, negative group pair conduct, source current is minus IL. So load current is this, the supply source current is a square wave. This is the source current, supply current is a square wave. Then if you draw the fundamental component will have zero crossings which are same as the supply current. So this is IS1, that is fundamental component, and you can see the fundamental component of the current lags behind the voltage by an angle called phi 1. This is the angle. this phi 1 is the phase angle between supply voltage and fundamental component of supply current. So, this is called the displacement angle. Displacement angle phi 1 is called the displacement angle, and the cosine of that cos phi 1 is called the displacement power factor. Let us write DPF, displacement power factor, or simply displacement factor. Then we have distortion factor. So, let us write it as DF. It is RMS value of fundamental component divided by RMS value of supply current. So, it is RMS value of the fundamental component is IS1 divided by RMS value of supply current is IS. Then we have input power factor, or simply PF, power factor also you can say. So, it is active power divided by apparent power, or simply supply volt ampere. So, power factor equals to active power, and supply voltage is perfectly sinusoidal. So, RMS value of the supply voltage is Vs. Supply current has fundamental as well as harmonics, but only harmonic components do not contribute to any average power. So, only fundamental component contributes to the power, because supply voltage is perfectly sinusoidal. So, active power is voltage Vs into RMS fundamental current IS1 into cos phi 1. This is the active power in the numerator, and denominator is volt ampere, supply volt ampere, that is Vs into IS. So, we can write power factor equals to IS1 by IS into cos phi 1, and first term is the distortion factor and second term is the cos phi 1 is the displacement factor. This is the input power factor. Then we have another factor, harmonic factor. We write as HF, or total harmonic distortion, which we denote as THD. So, this is harmonic factor or THD. It is the RMS value of the harmonics divided by RMS value of the fundamental. So, RMS value of the harmonics, if supply current RMS value is IS and fundamental component harmonic is IS1, fundamental component harmonic is IS1, then IS square minus IS1 square root over is the RMS value of the harmonics, and RMS value of the fundamental is IS1. So, this is IS by IS1 whole square minus 1 root over, and we have defined IS1 by IS is the distortion factor. So, it is 1 by distortion factor square minus 1 divided by whole root. So, this is the total harmonic distortion THD or harmonic factor. Then another one we will discuss is transformer utilization factor, which we denote as TUF, or rectification efficiency or rectification ratio. It is output, that means power divided by RMS volt ampere. So, output DC power is VDC into IDC, average value voltage current products, and RMS volt ampere is, for a single phase case, it is VS into IS. So, this is the transformer utilization factor for a single phase converter. This is also called as rectification efficiency or rectification ratio. So, these are the performance parameters which are important to compare different converters based on their relative merits to select it for DC drive. So, we have discussed in single phase case. So, in 3 phase case also similar things we apply, except RMS volt ampere will be root 3 VL IL, or power will be 3 VS IS 1 cos pi, like that. So, these corrections will apply. Okay, then we will continue it. Thanks for attention.